Sometimes I sit back and think about my purpose on social media. What am I doing? What are my goals? What I'm trying to do? And I get a lot of hate. I'm just, I just be doing me, but people like to hate. But, one of the things that people say that I'm using my son, I'm using him for clout and views, and they make accusations. That's a funny word, accusations. That all these accusations. Stop accusing me. Stop accusing me of things. You know. So they make these statements about what I'm doing. So it make me think about my goals, and make me think about my content and what I'm putting out there and what I'm trying to do. And I've been thinking about it. And the thing is, when I first learned that Darius had autism, um, you feel like, um, you carry this little person in you for 9 months, 9.5, 10. I don't know exactly how they do that. You go to the doctor and they like calculate the months. It's strange how they come up with them. Like, you could tell by this little thing that how many months I am. I'm impressed. So you carry this little person inside of you, and you have so many dreams for them, your dreams. So when you learn that your child has autism, you learn that life is going to be different. So you go through a grieving process, and people will say, "You grieve." Yes, you do grieve, and it's normal because all parents, when they are bringing that bundle of joy into this world, they have hopes and dreams. All parents. So when you learn that your child is going to be different, of course you grieve for the child that you thought you were going to have. And it may seem like wrong, but it's human nature and it's natural. You grieve. You're like, dang. But some parents stay there. Don't, and that's why I'm showing my son, and my content is like, see, there's no hidden child inside of your child. Like, Darius has autism, and autism is a state of being. This is who he is. He has autism, and there's no person trapped inside that I need to get out. He's the person that he was born to be. And even though he didn't show signs until 18 months, I don't know what happened, and I don't, have any theories because I don't think about things like that because I focus on, I'm always sweating. You get a certain age and you just start sweating. So you have to come to realize that the person, the kid that you have, that's the kid that God gave you. If you're a believer, he's Darius, and he's great. He has greatism, and the thing is, all those hopes and dreams were hopes and dreams that I hoped and society hoped. But he's the perfect child. I mean, he's perfectly him. And a lot of parents don't understand that. They're trying to get that kid that they thought they were having out. But there's no kid trapped inside. So I'm showing my son with autism, and I'm showing his world, who he is, because there's nobody like him. He's him. And he's perfect at being him. And it's okay because we all are born being ourselves. Like, I am me. And like, my parents could have dreamt that I was going to be a doctor, but I'm not. And I don't know if they had those dreams for me, but they never lost hope. But when you do find that you have a special need kids, you can lose hope. Like, you think about a lot of things, and I still think about a lot of things, and worry about his life, and I worry about how the world is going to treat him, how the world is going to accept him, because it's more about society. Societies, they tell us that people supposed to be a certain way, people supposed to do this, people supposed to do that, and if you don't do this, something's wrong with you. So they tell us, but you know he has his world, and we need to understand that. We need to try to relate to him. Parent. I do this to show parents that don't give up hope. Your child is perfect. Don't I say child? Real country. Your child, as country as heck. Your son or daughter, or whatever pronoun that you choose to use, is perfect for you, perfect for them. And you cannot. I forgot what I really wanted to say. That yeah, you be forgetting stuff. Like, what the heck? What's the point I was trying to say? The point I'm trying to say is, I show my son because the world needs to understand and start relating. And when people say I'm using him, that makes me think people don't want to see something different. They don't want to explore a different world. That's what I see, and that's what I get when people start saying I'm using him. Like, how do you come out and say I'm using someone when I had one? If when you have 5 followers, right? People don't care what you doing, But once you get a lot of followers, people really pay attention to what you're doing, because they don't want you putting out information, out there, like, man, she putting information, out there about autism and saying it's greatism. No, we can't have that. We don't want her saying that, because autism isn't greatism. Autism is greatism, because the person is great. The person is great. They may not be like you, but they may not be like me. They're their own person. They just have autism. That's it. They a person with autism. That's it. And we need to start learning and exploring their world and relating. Take the time. We got to get on their level. So if you have a kid with autism, get on their level and start understanding them. And don't worry about the child that you thought you were going to have, because you did have the child that you had. There's no child trapped inside of your child that's going to come out miraculously. That's Darius is Darius. There's nobody else inside of that dude. And he's a funny character. So you see how he took that needle? Man, he took that needle like, yeah, come on. Yeah, y'all can't break me down. Funny story. So we at the doctor, and how the doctor, I guess they want you to bend over to touch your toes. So they're like, Darius. She's like, Darius, bend over and touch your toes. The dude started dancing. She was like, bend over. Like, he thought he was doing yoga, so he started shaking and stuff. She was cracking up. It was the funniest. We were like, this dude started. She was like, bend over, Darius, and he started dancing. I was like, this guy is too funny. He's great. He makes you laugh. He's him. Darius is him. So, learn your kid. Don't compare your kid to anyone else. The kid that you have is the kid that is intended for you. Learn about your child. I'm going to practice on that word, because I say that word, man. God bless. 1.